Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, Usha Ji,
Yes.
Art of Living West Bengal welcomes you for this live session on astrology, and we will wait for a few seconds. So we are joined by few guests, and then we can begin, and we can then carry on our conversation.
Jai. Yes. We'll do it.
So 9 o'clock is a good time for this conversation. Yes,
Okay.
we have slowly guests are coming in. So I guess we should start with your introduction. Uh, I would like to tell you, all the viewers, that Usha Ji is an art of living devotee and art of living teacher. She has been a resident astrologer at our ashram for a long time, since 2014, and she is a master's in astrology. And a lot of people has met her, and I've heard about her from a lot of my art of living friends. Uh, Earlier, I didn't had much interest in astrology, and I did not believe in astrology as such much. But meeting her and hearing from her about astrology has, broken down many of my prejudice or wrong notions about astrology which I had come up. So Usaji has also been a faculty for astrology or Jyotish in ICAS, Indian Council for Astrological Sciences, and she has also been faculty for astrology at our ashram Gurukul that we run for training of Vedic Pandits at our ashram. So thank you, Usaji, for taking out time for Art of Living West Bengal, and mm, taking up. You will be taking up few questions which I've already prepared, and we also want our viewers from West Bengal to share their questions, comment here on Facebook, and we will take up all those questions over here. I would also request all of you to create a watch party and share this live session so that it reaches to many more of the audiences. So once again, welcome Usaji for this session.
Thank you. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today we'll understand a little bit about astrology. Vivekananda, you can ask me questions. I can answer you all your questions.
Yes. So the first basic question that we have is, many of us have a lot of our ideas about astrology, about Jyotish. We have our own understanding from the things that we have seen, and when we have seen how we have been shown in movies that that astrologers gives you some stones, and some they want to tell you about your fortune, and they can change your life, some this kinds of notion that we have got. Today I would like to understand from you that what actually is astrology and what it is meant for. I guess, Ushati, are you there?
Hey, Gurudev, can you
Jai
hear me
Gurudev.
now? There was
Yes.
some problem in the internet, I think.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Could you please repeat your question?
So the question was the basic. We have our own notion about astrology from movies, what we have seen, and from day-to-day interactions. When we meet astrologers, we feel like they will give us some stones and some. They will be able to tell us our fortune. We have seen astrologers keeping parrots, and some with some small experiences, we have our own notion of astrology. But with your understanding, with your academics, and with your experience, you know we would like to know from you what actually astrology is, and how can people benefit from it,
Yeah. This
or
is
how does
very
it work?
important. Yes. This is very important question because before going to an astrologer, it is necessary for everyone to understand what astrology is. Because many people are having a different ideas about astrology. You know, it is a study of planets in the solar system. We can say this is nothing but astronomy, study of astronomy relevant to human life. So planets in the solar system, how they affect our life, or how they can help us to identify whether we have problem or whether if we have anything prosperity in our life. Everything with the help of planets we can identify. Therefore, basically, astrology is a study of planets and stars which we see in the solar system. Therefore, this is called a science. And it is also called as an art because the person who talks, who tells about our future, should also have an art to convey the same message. Therefore, it is not only science, it is also an art of conveying the message. See, you know that Sun is the center of the solar system, and all other planets are revolving around the Sun. But in Indian Vedic astrology, we study everything from geocentric point of view because we are living on the planet Earth and we study how other planets are influencing the Mother Earth from our point of view because we are also born brought up on the Earth, and the planet Earth has 5 elements in it, and we are also made up of 5 elements. The effect of other planets on the Earth as well as on our life is what is called astrology. Right?
Okay. Yeah, but Ushati, how does this uh, planets, how is our karma, or how is our future is related and affected with these movements of planet? How someone is born rich and how someone is born poor, and how does this actually impact our day-to-day lives?
Yes. See, you know, in India, we believe karma siddhanta. We were there in the past, we are here today, we are going to be there in future, we are always here. Once we take birth, we start involving in action. We do not keep quiet, right? Like after taking birth, with all the sense organs, indriyas, manas, buddhi, do we keep quiet? No. We start involving in action. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Action means karma. Reaction means karma phala. For every karma, there is equal and opposite karma phala. This karma phala we have to have sometimes in the same lifetime, sometimes it will be postponed to the subsequent lifetime. Such karma phala which has been postponed to the subsequent lifetime is the cause for our happiness and unhappiness. So, the karma pala which we are having in our life, this we have to understand because it is unknown to everyone. But with the help of the study of the planets in the solar system, there is a systematic study. The rishis, they have discovered this study. It is a very precious study through which we can understand what karma we had done in the past, what is the result, and when we are going to have it. One another science I would like to tell here is, see, the planets are also living things. The planets, they have witnessed you in the past. They're witnessing you in the present. They're going to witness you in the future. Therefore, then they know what you did. They know what is the result. They know when you are going to have it. When I said that the planets are also living things, you'll be wondering how a planet can be a living thing. I would like to give an example for this. If you put a seed in the ground, you get a plant. A plant is a living thing, right? To give birth to a living thing, the mother must be a living thing. Therefore, Earth is a living thing. In solar system, if Earth a living thing, then what about other planets? Other planets are also living things, just like the Mother Earth. Each planet influences each level of our existence. For example, another example I would like to give here is that about moon, because it's easy to understand. On full moon day and new moon day, we see lots of tides on the water part of the earth. And we also see, lunatic cases increasing on full moon day and new moon day. With this, we understand moon has got some connection with the water part of the earth and the mind of our existence. Similarly, Mercury influences the intellect. Therefore, sometimes you might have heard that if anybody is intelligent, they say, it's very sharp. It's Mercury, we call. In Sanskrit also they say, Buddha Janaha. Buddha means intellect people. The very word Buddha is called Mercury, indicates intellect. So, now, Shani is called, Karma Karaka, who rules the Chitta. Because in Chitta, we record all our past karmas. So Shani rules the Chitta. Ego and self are again ruled by Sun. So Sun, Moon, Mercury, Saturn, you understood how they are influencing our mind, intellect, ego, self. Jupiter, the name of Jupiter in Sanskrit is Jiva. Jiva means life force. So, what is the life force in our existence? Breath. So, Jupiter influences the breath. Like this, each planet in the solar system is influencing each level of our existence. Therefore, all the planets are living things. They have witnessed us in the past. They know what we did in the past lifetime. From each and every level of our existence, we will be involved in the karma. Kayena vacha manasendri airva buddhyatmaneva prakrute swabhavat karomi edya sakalam parasmai narayana eti samarpayami. We have heard this slokam. At the end of puja, we usually chant this, right? Here we can understand. Kaya matlab means body. Kayena vacha. Vacha means by talking. Manasendri airva. Manasa from the level of mind. Indriya, sense organs. Buddhyatmaneva, buddhi, intellect. Atmaneva, from the self. Whatever work I do from all these different levels of our existence, I surrender to you, God. This is what we say in the prayer. That means we involve in karma with all the 7 levels of our existence. So whichever level we have done, from through whichever level we have done karma, relevant to that level, we get the karma phala. And that particular planet, which is influencing that particular level, will indicate that karma phala. In case if we have done anything wrong from the mind level, the moon will be indicating that karma phala. If you have done something good from the mind level, we can see the moon's position or moon's indications. Similarly, from the soul level, if you have done anything wrong or good, that will be indicated by the sun in the solar system, in the horoscope. If you have done anything good and bad, by using your intellect, that karma phala we can understand with the help of Mercury. Like this, each planet indicates what karma we have done. It may be good, it may be bad. Okay, and that we can understand with proper study of astrology.
Usha Ji, here comes the main topic of today. We all have heard, in fact, and we have also heard a lot about Vedic astrology. But first of all, we would like to know, how much useful can astrology be in our day-to-day life? Of what utility astrology can be? Where can we use astrology
This, yeah,
in
this
our
is
day-to-day
very
life?
important question, because people come to astrologer to fulfill their desires. I honestly tell you, we astrologers are here not to fulfill your desires. We are here to identify what the karma has been done by you in the past and how you can take care of your future. Just like weather prediction. If if you come to know that it is going to rain today, you will not travel. Or in case if you have to travel, you carry an umbrella with you. Such indication you can get from the astrologer. Many people think that astrologers are here to fulfill their desires and dreams. This is not the study of fulfilling the desires and dreams of the people. It is just indicating what they've earned from their past lifetime with the help of planets. Clear?
Yes. So basically, astrology is the science of knowing our karmas, what we have done in our past lifetimes, and why we are suffering, or what we are having in our life today is the fruits of actually the past karmas that we did. Yeah.
Yes.
So now, but also, can we rectify the past karmas, or how do we choose things ahead in our life? Can astrology be also helpful in that, like business, career, say relationship? Like a lot of people in our Indian traditions have this मैच मेकिंग थिंग कि कुंडली जरूर मिलाना है शादी करने से पहले. तो how can astrology be helpful in choosing a partner, or what
Yes.
one, though there are bigger goals of astrology as you mentioned right now, but also in our day to day life, how it can be useful, or what marriage is according to the astrological sciences? What does Jyotish say about marriage?
See, I was talking about actually the utilities of astrology in the modern life, right? I gave you off answer. Okay, let me complete that, and then I'll talk about the matching of the horoscope and how astrology will be useful in the marriage matter as well. Okay, so like when I said that, we can understand the karma palas, what karma pala we have done in the past, and what is the and when we are going to have it, and know how to rectify it. This we will understand first. Okay, see, the thing is that uh, here knowledge and astrology both go hand in hand. When we have to go to astrologers, every day whatever I'm doing in the right way. I'm putting my 100% in everything. I'm not doing anything wrong in my life. Like, for example, I do my sadhana. I regularly, with the devotion, I pray God. And I do my responsibilities as a mother, whatever I have to do to the child, I'll do it. As a wife, whatever, I'm giving an example. As a wife, whatever responsibilities I have to do for the husband, that I'm doing. All work, all responsibilities of mine, I'm taking it 100% and doing it 100%. In spite of that, we get into trouble. Then we'll be wondering why this is happening to me, where things are going wrong from my side. There people get confused. In spite of me taking responsibility for everything and putting my 100%, why I'm facing problem. I'm also living in knowledge. I know how to accept people and situation as they are. I don't want to see intention behind others' mistake. I don't want to become football of other people's opinion. I'm applying this knowledge. I'm doing my sadhana. I'm also involving in seva activities. But still, I'm getting into trouble. Now, we want to know what is the cause. Then we come to the astrologers. Why? If anything, in spite of we putting 100%, still if it is not working out, then it must be the cause of our own past karmas. There, the astrologer indicates, oh, you are running this mahadasham. Means a particular planet is ruling your life. This planet, which is ruling your life, is indicating that you have to have some, challenges in your life. This particular planet is transiting over your moon sign, and therefore you are having hardship. And the duration of the hardship, we can understand with the help of astrology. And through whom and how we get these obstacles or problems, that also we can understand. And how long it will be there, and how intensity it will be. Everything we can understand. When you are 100% in your work, when you are doing everything, then if you get into trouble, then you come to the astrologer. Definitely astrologer will be in a position to help you to identify what is the Purva Janma Karma Pala is the cause. So once we understand, what is the first thing is that we have to understand this is a science. And here the planets are living things. And third point is that they are indicators of our karma and karma phala. And fourth thing is that we have to understand that we have to take responsibility. We have to put 100%. We should live in knowledge. We should be in the righteous path. Still, if we are facing problem, then we come to the astrologers to check which planet is taking care of my life, what that planet is indicating, whether the planet is indicating bad karma of mine in the past. Once we understand what the bad karma is, then only we can do upaya. For example, I'll give this is a small understanding. You can learn this. When moon is alone in the horoscope, that is, if there is no planet on either side of the moon, we call that as Kemudrama Yoga. Means loneliness yoga. If anybody has got this yoga in their horoscope, what happens for them? Delay in the marriage, or they may not be happy with people because they have to be lonely, alone. This is a small indication which I have asked many people whenever I see their moon alone. I just ask them, do you feel loneliness? They say yes. 99% people have given me the positive answer, yes. They feel lonely because the moon is alone. Moon indicates mind, and if the moon is alone, and there are so many other permutation combinations are also there, which are sometimes cancel this yoga. That also we have to study. Okay, like this, we can understand with that. If that moon is ruling during that period, they may have to stay away from their family members, or they may undergo, they may face some problem due to, they may have to travel to other country where they have to struggle alone, delay in the marriage. So many such problems we can identify. depending upon the age of the person. The same moon alone, if a 20-year-old boy or girl comes to me, and I can ask them, do you feel lonely in your college or school, whatever it is, the education field or in the profession field? They say yes. At the age of 24, 25, if I ask the same question, your marriage is getting delayed, right? They say yes. Because when the loneliness yoga is there in the horoscope, like getting another person into their life, they may find it difficult. This is an example, okay? This is a very interesting study. Everyone can study this and understand this is very, very important also, because we have to know what we have done in the past. Once we come to know that this is the karma due to which I am facing the problem, that makes us calm down. Otherwise, what happens, why this is for me? Why this is for me? I'm such a nice person. In this present lifetime, I've not done anything bad. Still, why I'm suffering? All such questions will be getting. So understand the karma. Maybe why this moon is alone in the horoscope. Maybe you might have left your mother, in her old age. She would have stayed all alone, crying for the child. Or you might have made situation for someone such that that person has to live alone throughout this life. Something like some bad karma may be the cause which has made your moon lonely in the present horoscope, in your horoscope. That indication we can see. And therefore you are having this. Like this, every planet is indicating what the karma and when you are going to have it, with the help of dasha, bhukti, antardasha, antarbhukti, with all that. And another thing is that the transit of planets. What is the transit of planets? At the time of the birth, we will get a planetary position, right? That we see in the kundli. Okay, but always the plants are not stationary, right? After we take birth, we start growing, and the plants will be still transiting around the sun. That transit of the plants will also have their influence on our life. That transit effect also we have to study. Okay, so with all this, study, then we'll come to know, so what is the karma and when they are going to suffer, in which aspect of their life they are going to suffer. Basically, 99% people come to the astrologers to understand their material life. How is my health? How is my education? How is my relationship with my father and mother, sisters, brothers? How is my, marriage? How is my profession? How is my wealth? Will I make any property in this lifetime? Finally, some people will ask about their spiritual growth as well. Some people also ask about the foreign traveling. Like this, sometimes people come with litigation, longevity, health issues. Like this, different kinds of, all related, most of the times are related to material life, not the spiritual life. Only few people inquire about their spiritual growth. Oh, of course, this material life, whatever we are enjoying, the good and bad, that we can definitely understand with the help of astrology. Okay, that is one advantage. Once we understand whether the profession is good or not, whether I have got happiness in my career or not, that will come to know which kind of career is suitable to me. And whether money is good or not, Lakshmi, blessings is there or not. How is, whether I take challenges by myself, or do I get challenges due to other people? Do I have enemies in my life? When I may get sickness, where I have to be careful. So periodically, once in a while, to check our horoscopes to understand how the period is running, and then we putting our 100% in the present lifetime, both we have to combine, and then we have to take action. And when we do our meditation, yoga, pranayama, seva, all such things, sadhana, all that, and again we do our 100% and we take astrology guidance, then if you go ahead, I'll tell you 100% sure, your problems, most of your problems can be reduced. I don't tell, astrologers are here to erase your past karmas. We don't do such work. No astrologer can erase anybody's karma, because an astrologer himself cannot erase his own karma. Purvajanma kutam papam cha punyam anubhoktavyam. While experiencing the Purvajanma kutam papam cha punyam, what happens? We'll know how to mitigate it or how to manage it. If you know it is going to rain, you'll go with an umbrella, you'll manage it. That's it. So to manage the situation or to accept the situation, astrological knowledge definitely helps us. At the same time, marriage is one of the important factor for everyone. So 99.99% people want to enter into Grihastha Ashramam. You know very well that we have 4 ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, and Vanaprastha, Sannyasa ashramas. People who go to Sannyasa ashram is very less people. 99% people go into Grihastha Ashramam. Here we have to have harmony, peace of mind in our day-to-day life with the partner. 2 people getting along with each other is really a tough job. So here people come to the astrologers. There also again we have to study the Kundli, where we will come to know whether any bad karma has been done in the matter of the spouse in the past lifetime or not. Most of the times, each person will be the husband will be exploiting the wife, or the wife will be exploiting the husband. Most of the times, this is what people will be living in this style, and therefore, in the next lifetime, they get the same results. Either the husband will be exploiting the wife, or wife will be exploiting the husband. So, whatever karma, if you have done great seva to your husband or wife in the past lifetime, you may get a very good husband and wife who can do seva to you in the present lifetime. Or if you have helped genuinely without expecting anything in return for someone, that person may come into your life just to do seva as your life partner. So this karma pala we can understand with the help of planetary positions, whether you have made your life partner suffer in the past lifetime, whether he is going to come into your life to make you suffer or to give you happiness. Okay, this we can understand by seeing the planetary position related to the marital things in the horoscope. Once we understand that, again, see, we have to rectify. We understood the karma, right? The astrologer understands what the karma this person has done in the past lifetime, and therefore what kind of partner he is going to get. This the astrologer will understand. Now, the astrologer, will also have a feeling that I don't want people to suffer. Somehow I want to see that they come out of their problem. With that that I feel is a seva. Of course, we know we have our own limitations, but still this intention, why this intention? When I see that people don't suffer in their life, they can focus more on their sadhana. When we have lots of problems in our life and we do not know how to reduce it, do you think we'll sit and do sadhana? Do you think we'll go do seva? No, we don't do all that, because we'll be focusing in our own problem. So my intention is that if their problems are reduced, they can do sadhana, they can sit and listen to knowledge, they can involve in some seva activities so that they can prosper spiritually. With this idea, I am giving consultation to people. So what happens here, when I see that the person is having some problem in marriage or in career or in money or in health, of course, I am giving remedies to them. And how this remedy works out? See, if you have overeaten, then I may ask you to do fasting. Means we have to enjoy everything in a limited way. Okay, some people they enjoy too much, and in the next lifetime they don't keep anything balanced to enjoy it. Therefore, what happens? They have to balance it. So fasting sometimes I don't know how I'm making you understand, but sometimes I suggest people to fast to reduce the bad karmas. Sometimes I ask people to donate. Well, giving, what happens? We lose, right? If you give money to other person, what happens? You lose money, right? When you lose, you feel very unhappy, right? So dan, just like that, if you donate, it's okay. That is a different thing. But when you understand something wrong in your horoscope, and then when you donate, that donation will also reduces your bad karmas. Dan karna and upavas karna. Sometimes if you are not earned in the past lifetime, in the present lifetime, you can earn with more efforts. So, for example, if the intellect is not sharp, because who knows, in the past lifetime, this person might have been an animal, so never use his brain. In the present lifetime, he has born as a human being. Now, intellect is not very sharp. Now, what is the remedy? I'll tell you one thing. Chanting Vishnu Sahasranam. Chanting Vishnu Sahasranam continuously for many years makes your intellect sharp. This is mantra therapy. There are certain mantras. It's not 1 day, 2 day remedy. It is a long time. People ask, how many weeks, how many days I have to chant this mantra? Within 3 days, 2 days, nothing will happen. Whatever karma we have earned from the past lifetime will not erase so fast. It will take some time to erase it. Slowly and gradually it will erase. So, dhan, both ditta karna hai. And chanting, you have to do it for a long time. Upavas, that upavas karna, chanting karna, dhan karna. Sometimes, if we do not know how to get out of this problem, I usually suggest people to do some Shanti Homas. Rahu Shanti Homa, Shani Shanti Homa. I recommend this kind of homas. Why? Because that planet is indicating this kind of problem for you. That planet is a living thing. When you pray that planet may guide you how to take action in the future. Because this kind of prayer can be done through Homa. So in Homa, there's a particular way of chanting. A rhythm will be there, particular mantras will be there, the particular samit and dravyas will be there. With all that, this is one part of the pujas, The other part is your devotion, your bhakti, your dhainyata, prarthana plays a very important role. So with all that, if you pray a particular planet, definitely, they can listen to your prayers. They feel like to guide you how to manage your situation. Therefore, I suggest people sometimes to do Shanti Homas to the planets. I also suggest them, just don't depend upon the Pandit. You don't relax by giving some money to the Pandit. He is doing some Homa, my problem, I'm getting out of my problem. It's not so. Your devotion, your prayer is very, very important. So, Shanti Homa. Sometimes I may ask you to pray a particular Devata. Each planet is preceded by a particular Devata, a Shakti, the energy. That energy you have to attract. Therefore, see, for example, another example is Ketu. When Ketu problem is there, Ketu, is a headless planet. A headless planet, when it is ruling our life, we may behave like, headless behavior. Like we don't use our brain and behave. And therefore, our decisions will go wrong. Then whom to catch? Catch Ganapati, because he lost his head and he got back his head. You got my point? So pray that particular Devatam, and that will help you to come out of your disturbances and hindrances. So a particular Devata, Adi Devata, Pratyadi Devata, Abhimana Devata, this all are signs again. That particular Devata, if you attract that energy, then some changes may happen in you. So this is how chanting mantras, donating, upvas, Shanti Homa, performing Shanti Homas, sometimes small actions, it is not like a big remedy. Like, for example, I tell you, whenever some people are facing some problem, I ask them to get rid of the nazar. Bura nazar se bahar aa jao, say, like that also we suggest them. That also we can understand. This person is suffering is not because of the planetary thing. This is something is going wrong. Like, sometimes when we are progressing, do you think everybody will feel very happy and they clap and they encourage you? It's not so. Sometimes it's natural. See, I'm not telling anybody who feels jealousy of us are bad. It is a natural process. When someone is seeing progress, the other person may feel a little bit competitive. That negative vibrations will also affect our life. That also we have to understand. Sometimes that also we can identify. For everyone, always they do not get affected by such negative energies. Only some people, they get affected. That means a particular plant will be indicating that during this time he has to undergo such problem as well. So for that also we have to give remedy. Like this, some remedies can help you to mitigate your bad karma palas. If the karma pala is very strong, if you have done any bad karma with bad intention, then better to enjoy it with courage. Dhairyam sarvatra sadhanam. Didi, I don't have dhairya also, no courage also. Then what is the solution? Nahi jnanena sadrusham. There is nothing equal to knowledge. Live in knowledge. Everything is temporary. Attend advanced meditation program. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhamadisha, Sampatti. Learn it. This Viveka, this life is temporary. Vairagya, be dispassionate. Shama Dhamadisha Sampati, have control over your mind, have control over your sense organs. Work. You have come here for some other purpose, but you are getting into trouble due to some other things. Focus on it. So go for sit in advanced meditation program, not once, no, many times. Then only that knowledge, the subject will enter into your mind or soul, whatever it is. Okay. So that knowledge, therefore, nahi jnanena sadrusham, there is nothing equal to knowledge. So first thing is that we will understand what the horoscope is telling, and we'll see how we can mitigate the problem. If the karma phala is not that very intensive, like sometimes we do karma unknowing, without any bad intention. Okay, sometimes we do bad karma with strong bad intention. Or sometimes we do karma with good intention, but the result might have gone wrong. Then also we have to enjoy such results. See, sometimes we want to help someone by giving money. We may help them by giving money, and that person might have taken alcohol and get entered into problem. Indirectly, with the good intention, we help, but we got the bad results, bad karma phala, right? Such karma phala also we have to have it, but such karma phala can be reduced, can be nullified with the help of remedies. If you have done some bad karma with without any intention or with a good intention, definitely remedies will help you 100%. If you have done bad karma with a bad intention, then have it. But while having, what you need courage. Therefore, do DSM course. Learn, become a courageous person. Guruji has given all solutions. If you are no courage, when we are facing severe problems, will not even have courage, then what to do? Then comes knowledge to help you. Therefore, be with the Guru. Guru will be giving knowledge always. Every talk of the Guru will be, a knowledge. Each knowledge point, when you are involving in seva, this knowledge automatically through WhatsApp or through somebody's status or so Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you go, that knowledge follows you when you are in seva, because knowledge, jnana, is nothing but Guru. So knowledge will help you. In case, see, I'll tell you about this. Therefore, Guruji always says this, do sadhana, do seva. So when you do sadhana, what happens? You become more strong, right? Physically, you should be strong. Mentally, you should be strong. Intellectually, you should be strong. So when you do pranayama and dhyana, when you do sudarshana kriya, when you do padma sadhana, what happens? All your 7 chakras gets activated. Mind, you will get focus. Mentally, you will be more focused. The breath will become steady, and body physically will become fit. So when the body is strong, mind is strong. When you have got focus, then wrong things, whatever we do, it will not go into wrong way. Okay, it will be reduced. Wrong things will be reduced. So you become strong by doing sadhana. Okay, after doing sadhana, when you pray, your Guru, definitely, you will receive that energy. And listen to knowledge. That knowledge will remain. That knowledge will help you at the time of crisis, problems. Okay. So this is how knowledge will help us. So in case if you don't have anything, at least be a simple devotee, with a devotion. Fold your hands with the tears in your eyes. You simply raise your hand and pray God. Just like, Gajendra Moksha, how the elephant prayed Vishnu. No, it didn't. How Vishnu came and helped, killed that crocodile and helped Gajendra. How Draupadi lifted her both of her hands and cried Krishna for the sari, and he gave her the sari. How Prahlada got helped. How Markandeya got helped by Lord Vishnu. How who is the Dhruva got protected by Vishnu. All this, so many, Sati Savitri. Therefore we have to listen to Bhagavatam stories. When we listen to Bhagavatam stories, we get bhakti. Bhakti simply we don't get. By listening to such stories again and again, what happens? We get a feeling. Even I'll also pray. Let me see. Some divine help I'll get. So prayer will also help you. So these are the basic remedies. Okay, sadhana is a remedy. You know, and meditation is a remedy. Listening to knowledge is a remedy. Therefore, Guruji has made so many courses, part one happiness program, DSN course, blessing course. Blessing, by blessing people also is also a remedy. Otherwise, what happens? We accumulate more karma by cursing others. We have to bless everyone, even the person who has trouble. No, if you bless that person, it becomes a blessing for yourself. So you don't accumulate more karma for the future. So all the courses and course knowledge points of the courses, all are there for us to get out of the problem. Okay. So this is how the remedies. Other than this, japa, tapa, dana, upavasa, homa, havanam, some other, small activities, just feeding some animals will also help us to get out of some problems. Some birds, some animals will also help us. So some animals actually they're entirely depending upon us for their food. They will also bless after eating, whatever food we give them. After eating that soul feels very happy. That blessing will take care of us. It will solve many problems of ours. So each remedy has got its own solutions, but always don't think only remedies are there to come out of all the problems. It is not so. No, sometimes even after following the remedies, also people are suffering. There, you have to surrender. Surrender is the last remedy. Okay, this is how astrology helps us in day-to-day life. How to understand how my period is, which planet is affecting my life, where it is affecting my life, what I can do for it, or how I can lead, whether I have to go into spiritual life or whether I have to go into material life. Everything we can understand with the help of astrology. Okay, and now I'll talk about matching also. Vivekananda, is it okay? Shall I continue? Yeah. So,
Yeah, you have really explained very beautifully about the day-to-day utility of astrology and how we can use it, and also the remedies. Generally in our day-to-day life, from the common perception that the society has, they don't generally have this knowledge that the remedies is much more than stones and then only pujas, and they do pujas with not so much of devotion. And how beautifully you added that devotion is a very big part in the pujas and the homas that we do, and also the part of the sadhana, the meditation, and the role of guru, how important they are in astrology. So this was really beautiful and enlightening. We also have the marriage part. You can tell us that how does it work about the matchmaking, though you explained a bit. And we have also some question here, like Suraj Agarwal is asking, while considering astrology in matchmaking, only the count of gunas are enough, or are there something else too? So you may
yes,
take this
yes.
question along with
This is
this
also very
answer.
interesting. You have to raise one more question about Muhurtam also, I feel. That also will understand. Because whenever I give consultation to people, like if I have sufficient time, I'll give some introduction about all this and then as to talk about their horoscope. But most of the times what happens, because of many people's, appointment, like we'll not be in a position to guide for everyone individually about all these things. Then therefore it is better now if you listen to all these things. So when you take consultation, it will become easy for you to understand your horoscope. Yes, now matching is very, very important thing. Now I told you how marriage also we can understand with the help of planetary positions, and then how we can mitigate the problem by doing some upayas also. And above that, now matching. Now see, two people uh, before in hand, we want to know how these two people are going to live together before they coming together and live. So nowadays, we are in the Western countries, we are seeing living in relationship. Why do those people are going for living in relationship? Because they want to live together for some time to understand each other's qualities, the style of life. If they feel it's okay, they continue. Otherwise, they drop that person and they move on. So they want to live and understand the person, and then they want to drop the person and move on. By the time, no, by checking like this, finally one day we'll come to know, by the age of 45 or 50, we'll understand so many people are not fit to live with us. By the time we'll be very old, we'll not be in a position even to give birth to the child. We feel how all the life, where we had to enjoy the family life, that has gone by that time. So this is what we are seeing in the Western people, and most of the Indians are also following this kind of things in the marriage. In trying for the marriage, they are going for this kind of trial and error method. So this is really a very pathetic stage. People are losing their their what you say, the time, the precious youth. What you say, youth, the young age, from the age of 20 to 50, where they have to enjoy this marital happiness, family life, everything. They just go wasting it by keeping trial and error with everybody. Ultimately, they find nothing is working out, and they feel that they're unsettled by the age of 15. To avoid this, our ancestors are very intelligent, what they did, they don't allow two people to come to stay together, to live together and study each other. They study the horoscope. By studying the horoscope, we'll come to know what kind of this person this man is, what kind of the girl she is, whether these two people can live together. This is what is matching actually. This is very interesting and very tough also. So what happens, we have to understand, first of all, how this man is, whether he has happiness or unhappiness in the marriage, how his time is, whether he is very strong. See, there also, this is basically marriage, we go for the biological need, to fulfill the biological need is one of the important factor in the marriage. So there the need, the biological need also differs from person to person. That need also we have to study. Only that is not the marriage, right? That is a part of the marriage. So other than that, we have to manage the wealth. We have to manage the progeny, the children. We have to manage the health of each other. We have to manage the family, members of the boys' family, the members of the girls' family. So we have to live together. We have to compromise in the food habit as well. There are so many things. Like all that we can understand in the matching. But this matching is really tough job. Okay. So what I suggest to people with my experience, before you go, anybody, if they want to, before going for marriage, you be firm in your knowledge. Every parents, have to educate their children about how a marriage can become successful. Let us stop the horoscope part one, first. Let us see how we can live happily with the other person. So when we are honest, sincere, when we are having good qualities, when we don't have any idea of cheating the other person, when we have some discipline in our life, we ourselves will feel very happy, right? And anybody, who comes in our contact will definitely feel happy with us, because we are very pious, peaceful, we are very disciplined, we are very honest, sincere, good person. So the other person will always feel comfortable with a good person, right? If both the boy and the girl, if they have these ethics, then two good people coming together, what happens? I am honest and sincere. My partner is also honest and sincere. I am truthful. My partner is also truthful. Okay. I am loyal. My partner is also loyal. I am committed. I took the oath. I got engaged to this girl. I am committed to this girl. I got engaged to this boy. I am committed to this boy. This commitment should be there. This is not a game. You come and stay with this woman today, tomorrow you go with another woman. This is not the marriage, okay? Here, you have to be committed. This commitment, these qualities, if you have. So these qualities, sometimes some people will have such qualities by birth. Some people, the parents have to educate the child to build up such qualities. If both the boy and the girl have such qualities, if they come and live together as husband and wife, definitely I'll tell you, you need not check your horoscope. If both of you are having these qualities, you can live happily. Right? So then why we have to go other than, yes. Now you tell me that the boy is very good in his character, conduct, and well behaved, very honest, sincere, ethical, committed. He is capable of taking responsibilities for his family. The girl is also same. They both come together. Still, they may come into problem. This, this problem we can understand while matching the horoscope. There, here where we see the gunas, we see the longevity. If the, for example, if the girl has short life and the boy has long life, or the boy has short life, the girl has long life, if like the both are very good in character, conduct, commitment, responsibility, sincerity, compromising, taking the everything is very good. The ayodhyam, if that is different, then they both of them will suffer. One will lose the partner, the other will be no more. The children also may suffer. To avoid such kind of unnatural way of separation because of the death, this studying the longevity of both the boy and the girl is very, very important. This we understand to a certain extent in the gunas, not the fullest extent, to a certain extent, with the help of matching the gunas, there we understand, number one. Number two, so though I may be having all good qualities, but still mine is pitta prakriti. Example, and this is also another example. Just imagine, mine is pitta prakriti. Imagine I'm a boy, okay? I'm pitta prakriti. The wife is a kapha prakriti. This pitta prakriti people will have, their appetite is very good. They want to eat food like anything. The kapha prakriti, they don't get, that appetite is not there for them, so that they don't feel like eating at all. So what happens? The wife is kapha prakriti. She doesn't cook food, and the husband will be feeling hungry and she'll not feed him properly. This prakriti also we can understand by studying the stars, and in the gunas only we can understand. Okay, so this is in the sukshma way. This is also partially we can understand with the help of gunas. Okay, number three. Like this is also a science, beautiful science, hidden science in the astrology. We can understand whether the combination, the biological relationship. Sometimes what happens if anybody comes close to the a person A, if a B comes close to the person A, without his knowledge, he feel repulsion towards that person. Sometimes some people who come close to us, we feel somewhat proximate, that we enjoy the proximity of that person. This repulsion and this proximity, enjoying the proximity, why this happens? This also we can understand with the help of astrology. That person is also ethically very good, very strong, very sincere, honest. This person, but still the repulsion will be there. This, where the repulsion is there, attraction is there. This we can understand with the help of astrology. And how we manage our children. Whether we have done, if the good punya is there, our punya will only come in the form of our children. If one has done good punya in the past lifetime, so he has to have good children. The other has not done any good punya, then he has to have bad children. Such two people coming together, they may have to fight in the name of children. So that also we can understand with the help of astrology. So the gunas is a part of, these gunas we usually check with the help of the star in which we have taken birth. The star, how do we understand the star? By the position of the moon in the horoscope, we understand the star. In which star the moon is posited, that becomes our birth star. That star will have certain qualities. That qualities of the boy and that qualities of the star of the girl, we see the matching. If that is matching, then we say go ahead. When you have all these qualities, you should be sincere, you should be committed, you should take responsibility, you have to have that ethics to maintain the good relationship with the life partner. When you have all these qualities, then the matching will help you. Basically, if you don't have all these qualities and I tell you that your horoscope is matching, do you think you can live happily? Never. It's not possible. Qualities are first important factor which helps us to live happily with the other person. If we don't have commitment, like if I say today I'm going to marry you, I'm going to live with you for the lifetime. Tomorrow I say I'm not interested today, I'm feeling like boring with you, I'll go. This is not the commitment, right? That commitment should be there. And yes, I am interested in marriage. I want to enjoy my life. Even I have some biological needs. They come into marriage. But never take responsibility to earn money. Never take responsibility to take care of the household work. Never take care of how to manage the money. So earning money is not only the main thing. After earning the money, we should know how to manage it. No discipline in managing the money. And if you have certain loopholes, some bad qualities, the other person don't have such qualities, then also clashes. These qualities, you have to do it by yourself. No, every person has to have this. The parents have to guide them, or they have to learn it by themselves. In spite of all that, all such good qualities, then you come to the astrologer. I'll match you, and then I'll tell you my matching will become successful. Basically, if you don't have all these qualities and I match the horoscope, I tell you that both of you are made for each other, still the marriage go failure. The qualities also you have to develop and then go for matching, then you see success in the marriage. Okay, so now the gunas is not only sufficient. Here, sometimes, yes, we'll understand. The boy is very good, the girl is very good, everything is matching. Yeah? Pitta, Kapha, Prakriti is also matching, children matter is also matching, everything is matching. But if the girl has more energy in her and the boy has less energy, where all we need energy, Now, while talking, we need energy, right? If my tongue becomes very sharp, what happens? The other person, the tongue is like, so we don't need sword to hurt the other person. Our tongue is enough. A pen is mightier than sword. We have a proverb, right? In the same way, tongue is also mightier than sword. Okay, so in the tongue region, we check whether the girl is very strong. And the head region, if the head region has got lots of energy, they get angry easily. In the same way, in the heart region, like the heart is like a lioness's heart. The girl has got a lioness's heart. Then no fear. At night also, she'll take her bike and she'll go out. In the same way, sexual energy. There also, the strength is more in the girl than the boy. Therefore, this is called Manglik dosha. So Manglik dosha is not a bad dosha. This is nothing but high energetic person. High energetic person has to marry another high energetic person. If the girl is high energetic, then it is not recommendable for her to marry a man who has got low energy. That's it. It's not, Manglik dosha is not a bad. High energetic girl, then check for another high energetic boy. Arrange a marriage with that kind of man. Then the Manglik dosha will not affect her. These energy points I told you, like in the head region, in the tongue region, in the heart region, and in enjoying the sexual pleasures, the biological needs, there also the energy should be matching of both the boy and the girl. Then the marriage will become successful. Therefore, other than the gunas, 36 gunas is based on the star in which they have taken birth, the moon sign in which they have taken birth. Because I already told you initially, moon indicates mind. 70% of our action is, we do our action, 70% of our actions under the control of our mind. So the mind is under the control of moon. Therefore, moon plays very important role in astrology. Therefore, we check the star and the moon sign. With the help of that, we understand the gunas. And if the gunas are very good, we say you can go ahead. In olden days, only matching the gunas was working out very nicely. But nowadays, only matching the gunas is not working out. You know why? Because in olden days, they had I do not know on what basis they have done this, but I think that they must be very intelligent people. See, what they did, they did not give education to the girl. They cut down the economic freedom for the girl. What happened? She has to depend upon the husband for everything. That dependency of the woman on the man made her little bit weak. So only matching the gunas, naturally she was very polite because she doesn't know how to make a living outside the marriage. She has to depend upon for food, for shelter, everything for the husband. So she was compromising a lot. But now, therefore, only matching gunas was sufficient. Ethics, anyway, they were teaching. No, most of them were learning that ethics. No, pativrata dharma. You have to be very good to your husband. You have to be sincere. All that they used to teach the girl, and they used to teach you are a man. You have to take responsibility for everything. You have to provide food for your wife and children. Otherwise, you'll go to narak. What is all this fear they used to create, and then people were believing it. Therefore, she used to say, "Pati hai mera daiv," and he used to tell, "Mere patni ko bachana, safeguard karna is my duty." So that way, that ethics were safeguarding them. Sometimes some ladies were compromising, sometimes something was going on, okay. But the marriage was becoming successful with gunas matching. But nowadays it is not so. The ladies are getting equal education. They're economically they're free, they are having freedom. And so society also we have freedom. Nobody will blame you if you leave a husband and walks off. Nobody will blame you. They say shahabash, very well done. They say. So this is how the society is changing. So when the society is like this, matching is becoming more tough job. Even we tell the matching is very good. They don't have the ethics. Here also no control by the society, and the the way we are living has also given lots of freedom. So the girl walking away from the life is become very easy. So matching has become a tough job for astrologers nowadays. We have to guide whenever people come for matching. I have to tell them the ethics first. If I tell them how far it is going to register in their brain or mind, I do not know. And the one not only registering, they have to, they have to practice it. The ethics of the life. Okay, then we have to match the horoscope, and then we have to see like both the boy and the girl should have that strong feeling that I'll stick to this family. Then only it will become successful. Astrology will help us by giving all this support. It is a support for happy marital life. That is not everything for happy marital life. That is a part for the happy marital life. I think I conveyed you much of knowledge about matching. Still, many things are there. So, Kuja dosha, you understand, Manglik dosha we call in Hindi. In Karnataka, we call Kuja dosha. In Tamil Nadu, they say Savvai dosha. Like this, the same dosha is called in different names. Okay, this is one part in the matching of the horoscope. The other part is the stars and the gunas and the rashi. That also we have to check. Second part. The third part, we have to check the longevity of the boy and the girl. The fourth part, we have to, this is also very important, how far they have asked for the happy marital life in their horoscope. That we have to check in both the horoscopes. If one person has got lots of happiness in the marital life, the other person's horoscope is telling, like, next day only separation. These two people coming together will not make both of them happy. Okay, that also we have to check. And again, one more part is there in the horoscope is like Navamsha chart. Okay, that Navamsha chart also we have to check. Sometimes Navamsha is nothing but the Sukshma gunas. Okay, Stula guna and Sukshma guna. Pranav, like when people look at me, I appear different, but I may be having certain qualities which are not known to people. That in critical conditions we express that quality. That we understand with the help of Navamsha chart. And Navamsha chart also tells about the life partner. Okay, that chart also we have to check. Okay, and after checking all these, still there are doshas, some other doshas. Shanika dosha kya? Sirf not only Manglik dosha, Shanika dosha kya, Surika dosha, Papa Graha doshas. Whether they are there or not, that also we have to check. After checking so many things, we have to give a certificate. You can go ahead or not to go ahead. But what happens? Not only this much, another thing, the dasha in which they are undergoing, which dasha they are undergoing, that also we have to check. If the dasha is very bad, and though the horoscopes are matching, and I recommend, because of the bad dasha, they may have to undergo some problem, right? So when they undergo the problem, they blame the partner. After marrying this person, I got into trouble. It's not because of that, the person who came into their life, because their own dasha, they're having problem. That dasha also we have to check. We have to give remedies for that dasha if the dasha is not good. Not only that much, again we have to check the transit. Imagine that person is suffering sadesati. In sadesati, we know Shani is karma karaka, who rules our chitta. He removes all the bad karmas which we accumulated. So when he is removing the bad karmas, you can imagine how much we may have to undergo health-wise, financial, job, everywhere we may undergo some problems. During that time, if you arrange marriage for that person, and that person will definitely think, he'll not think of Shani, he'll think the wife must be the Shani. So what happens? The transit of the planets also we have to check. So we have to check so many things, and then only we have to help people for happy marriage life. But checking all these things is also not sufficient. These qualities also we have to have. Then only we can help people in their happy marital life. Because in India, we have this is very, very important. India, we give lots of importance for the family. Why? Family is the smallest unit in the society. If each family is, well binded, well, they organized. The father is taking care of the mother, the wife and the children and his parents. The wife is taking care of the husband and in-laws and children. That family will be safe. If each family is safe, the whole society is safe. If whole society is safe, the whole country is safe. So matching, really, I'll tell you, matching and developing all these qualities makes the whole country safe. Because first we have to make the family safe, then we have to make the society safe, right? Then definitely the country will be safe. Each family has got some ethics. This family will help the other family. Whole society will be hangs. So we see, when we leave this my place, I come to Calcutta. If I want to stay in somebody's house, I prefer which family where the husband and wife and children are living happily together. I would like to come and stay in that family because I'll be protected there. The whole society will feel safe. Therefore, living happily in the marital life is very, very important. To live happily, ethics is the first step. If you have ethics, then come for matching. If you don't have ethics, then matching becomes useless. Clear?
Yes, Usha Ji. Thank you for explaining this thing so elaborately. In fact, after hearing all this, I guess this we have in modern culture, modern days, there is this tradition of having counselors. You see, and the counselor can tell you not much about you, but they keep talking to you, and after talking to you, they only come to know about you, and that also don't know how much they know about you. Now, like you told us now about the sukshma gunas that you got to know from the special kind of chart that you see from the horoscope, Navamansa chart, right? If I heard it right. So,
Navamsha.
so this is really great. This astrology session is nothing less than a counseling, I see, whether be it marriage, whether be it career, or about the personal problems that we are going through in our life. So I see this more as a counseling, or rather than predicting the future. I see astrology more as a therapy than as a what you call some predictive sciences. Yes, Usha.
Yes, Vivekananda. See, I'll tell you, astrology is an astrologer is not only who reads about the planets and tells about our future. It's not that is not the only job. Many times, people will not come with the past karma problem. They may come with the problem of their present karmas. We should be in a position to understand what their present karma is and why they are getting into trouble. It's not only we check only the past karma with the help of planets and suggest them some remedies. We have to understand here where this person is going wrong in the present lifetime. There also we have to guide them properly. Therefore, we to have our own life, we should be under the guidance of Guru, and in the shelter of Guru. Then only we will be in a position to guide them to understand their current life's problem. In the current life, they may be doing something wrong, and they may get into trouble. That we can also we have to make it proper. We have to educate them about that. So this is one part. Okay, so he becomes a counselor. Okay, the another thing is that sometimes an astrologer has to work like a uh, guru, like, sometimes people are suffering because lack of knowledge. Then if the astrologer is himself or herself is in the under the guidance of guru, that guru knowledge, she can or he can deliver to the person who comes into his contact or her contact, so that with the knowledge we can make some people to come out of the problem. So sometimes what happens, people are not suffering due to their past karma, are not even suffering due to their present karma. They are suffering due to some other factors. Sometimes people may become victims of new karmas of others. Some people may be doing something bad in the present lifetime, and this person will be suffering because of that person's bad thing. That person is doing bad karma in the present lifetime to enjoy the fruits of it in the future life. Now this person has become victim. The both person have to take birth, one to suffer, the other to take revenge upon him, something like that they have to take. This is how the karma plays a role. So now we should know how not to become victims of bad karma of other person. This also we have to educate to the people. It's not necessarily that we become victims of other people's bad karma. Sometimes we do. I tell you, the present scenario is such that we eat all chemical fertilizer food and we get into health issues, and people come, why I'm getting diabetes, why I'm getting blood pressure. They think that past karma is the cause for that such problems. It is not so. That is due to their the current situation. Therefore deshika karma, kalaka karma. Sometimes becoming victim of other people's bad karma. There are so many factors which are also causing problem for us. That also the astrologer should be in a position to understand which is the cause, why this person is suffering. Then we can guide, because of you have become a victim. So get rid of how to escape from such time. So prayers will help us sometimes, not to become victims. Therefore, in India, we have a rule from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Everywhere we see that every day after getting up in the morning, we light a lamp and start praying God first. Pray God and then God. We have to leave home. Okay, this prayer is there. And we have certain things, we keep a tulsi in front of the house, we clean the house. Why do we follow? We we feed people, atiti sevam. All this dharma, some dharmas we are following to get rid of many problems. Okay, so that also we have to understand. So an astrologer is not only a person who reads the planets and tells about your future or the present. He is also a person who understands who you are, what you are right now, and he has to guide you where you are doing wrong and how you can correct yourself. So here it becomes a counselor. The third thing is that he should also guide you for your future. What work you can do so that your future will be safe, and how you can protect yourself from becoming a victim of other people's bad karma. How you can reduce नजर से बुरा नजर से problem होता है पितृदोषों की वजह से. So nowadays when people they don't take care of their parents properly, it becomes a pitrudosh. When a person is suffering due to pitrudosh, that also we have to understand. Or if the person is suffering due to some evil spirits, those we exist in 7 levels. Some people forcefully give up their physical body. They exist in 6 levels. Such kind of 6 levels may also trouble others. So how to get rid of that? Okay, like this, so many country karma, kala karma. See, so tsunami happened, many people died. Floods happens, many people are suffering. And see, this is called the prapanchika karma, corona, ajkal. So this kind of karmas also people are suffering. For this and all, whether people will get affected by this or not, that we cannot simply look into astrology and tell. We can't tell like that. Sometimes we have to understand the present scenario. Okay, all that. Therefore, he has got many roles. That's what I feel. Okay, so therefore, an astrologer is called Daivagnya.
Yeah.
Daivagnya means what God knows that the astrologer should know. Yeah.
Oh, this is really an amazing term. Thank you. We have almost spoken more than an hour now. It is 1 hour 20 minutes we have done live now, and I guess we can go more deep. This subject is so vast, and today speaking to you, there I have got to know the vastness of this topic and how complex science this astrology is. So one who is practicing astrology really must have studied a lot, really. So we could talk about that some other day, and we'd also like to talk about a lot of youths today face a lot of problem in choosing their careers, and how about practicing just one career their whole lifetime. So we can keep another session totally on how to choose a career with you someday. So thank you so much, Usha Didi, for taking out this time
Yeah,
and enlightening
another thing,
us. Yeah.
Vivekananda, we have to
Huh.
have another session about Muhurtam also.
Yes, sure.
That
I
also we'll
recently
talk.
did this course on Muhurtam and understood the nature of the nakshatras and all, and I got to know how beautiful. I was a rebel at my home, and whenever my parents or anyone else used to tell me that this is not the day to do this, or let's find out the Muhurtam for going out of the house. So I did not used to believe that, but after understanding that thing, I did a workshop a few days ago. I was really impressed by how beautifully this science is, which tells you about the forces in nature and the kind of work that you're going to do. So maybe Didi, you would like to add something on it, and we can have a session on Muhurtam someday soon.
Career, Muhurtam, education, different sessions we can have. We can understand about them also. It
Sure,
was
Didi.
very nice to share all my views, ideas, with you. It was really very nice. I felt very happy by sharing all this knowledge with you people. Jai
I'm
Gurudev.
sure that a lot of people will benefit out of this. And after listening to this talk of yours, a lot of people will have a very good and true perspective of astrology, Jyotish, and they will take benefit out of this old heritage of our country, which has benefited a lot of generations in this world. And the youths of today and of this new generation will revive this old tradition of ours and benefit, uh, transfer this knowledge to generations to come also. Thank you once again
Thank you.
for your time. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you. Jai Gurudev.